Steve Sarkisian and the Texas Longhorns are going to have to fend off Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide because Rueben Owens, the number 2 running back in the class of 2023, picked up an offer from the University of Alabama, and we now know that he plans on visiting the capstone in June, and we have got to talk about it. But before we do, as always, y'all know the drill. I want to hear from y'all. Hop down to the comments. Give me an A for Alabama, a T for Texas. Where do you want Rueben Owens to play his college football? I cannot wait to hear what y'all are thinking. Where do you think he will play? And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification because I do constant college football content and I'm on my push to 5,000 subscribers and I would love to have you along for that journey. And if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and comment down below because those interactions are huge for content creators such as myself. But with all that being said, we need to talk about the current Texas Longhorns commit, the 5-star running back, number 2 running back, and number 22 overall player in the nation in the class of 2023, Rueben Owens, who 24/7 Sports actually has comped to a former Alabama running back, TJ Yeldon. Now, while Rueben Owens is someone who the Texas Longhorns are going to be working very, very hard and diligently to retain in this class, it is going to be interesting seeing how the Alabama Crimson Tide approach this situation. The Alabama Crimson Tide have a stretch of running back production right now that is almost unmatched. 5 running backs recently going to the NFL draft, Najee Harris adding in another one who will be added into that list. And if you look at the NFL right now, a lot of Alabama running backs are finding success, whether that's Josh Jacobs, whether that's Derrick Henry, Kenyon Drake. Najee will surely add into that list, Mark Ingram. And don't make any mistake about it, the Texas Longhorns with Bijan Robinson are showing that they have a star in the making, and I think he's going to translate to the NFL, no doubt about it. So it's not like the Texas Longhorns have a bad history with the running back position. I mean, they have Bijan right now, and he only averaged 8 yards a carry last year. So the Longhorns are very good when it comes to the running back position. However, it is always hard to turn down a pitch from Nick Saban, especially when Saban and company picked up Robert Gillespie in the offseason to be the running back coach. Now, for Texas fans who may not be familiar, Robert Gillespie is the former running back coach for the North Carolina Tar Heels, the same guy that was the running back coach of that 2-headed monster that we just saw unleashed on college football. Yeah, that guy. So when you mix in the reputation of the University of Alabama, the history they've had with the running back position, in fact, the last 2 running backs to win the Heisman, both Alabama Crimson Tide running backs, when you mix in that history, the ability to be able to be put into the NFL draft at a very high rate, then the ability to compete for championships, the pitch from Alabama is real. And then you sprinkle in Robert Gillespie with this kid just having watched what the UNC running back core did. Now, having said all of this, we do need to be cognizant that on Texas's side, an incredible running back coach in Stan Drayton, and also Steve Sarkisian has always had a system that has afforded itself to a running back being incredibly successful, and we look to see that this year with Roschon Johnson and Bijan Robinson. So as it currently sits, Texas fans, he's still firmly committed to the Longhorns. But understand that this is going to be a process, and this is not going to be the first institution that is going to be gunning for Rueben Owens because he is one of the most talented players in the nation, coming in at 22 overall, and the Alabama Crimson Tide are going to be clawing to get him. Because next year, the Alabama Crimson Tide may look to add in 2 more running backs. They already are getting looks from the number 1 running back in next year's class, Richard Young, and now they want to try and add in Rueben Owens as well. So let me know what y'all are thinking. Do you think that Rueben Owens is an individual that the Crimson Tide can secure? And if not, who do you think that they're ultimately going to be trying to get in his place? Because we do know that they currently sit in a phenomenal position for the number 1 running back in the nation, Richard Young. I cannot wait to hear what y'all are thinking. And Longhorns fans, how do you feel about this recruiting going on at the University of Texas right now? It has been really, really good under the new coaching staff, under Sark. And how confident are you that you are going to be able to retain Rueben Owens' commitment throughout the entirety of his process? That's it. See ya.